Hello everybody, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be on the air.
want to make a comment?
Soothing, isn't it? I love it. Guess Sam will be here in a little bit. Oh, he's done right taking the trash out.
I'm right here.
Yep, you're done taking the trash out.
I'm literally right here.
Yep. Oh man, I got some drop frames going on here. I think the 40 meters. So before I jumped on here, first off, thank you folks for joining us. The only free stuff that I'm going to give away is free ham radio entertainment. So you guys know I don't give anything away, like real stuff. We got an angry guy in the chat there. He's threatening us with Sonobus. I wonder if he knows that we changed the password.
Let me put him in timeout. Oh, wait, I can't. Dang it. So,
I don't know if this works. Yes, it does. Good. Periodically, and I say this with a grain of salt, usually every 2 or 3 weeks. This might have been about a month. As you see, those are like temporary. The mass on the left is a carbon fiber, and the mass on the right is a fiberglass mass. Those are temporary structures. So, and they're up temporarily. So I have to double check them and make sure, because sometimes things get a little loose. And come to find out, yes, there was some looseness going on. So thankfully, they won't fall on mine or my neighbor's house. And I checked those out. So just be safe. Remember, folks, safety is utmost importance. And yes, I did turn off my transceiver before I went and moved the antenna. I didn't touch actually, that's not true. I did touch the antenna cable. I just kind of, I had a painter's pole, and I just kind of pulled this down to see if it would handle any type of strain at all, which, a lot of people don't realize this is actually, the wire is actually helping these hold up. So once again, safety at most priority, and just double checking stuff, making sure, because it was windy here last couple of days. Yeah, Shane, yes, you're correct. I've learned from my mistake, and that will not be happening again. And for you guys that don't know, I had my 7610 into, it could be number 2. What's that power supply? The Alinco. You guys can't hear me probably. Alinco DM 330 MV. It's a switching power supply.
Alinco DM 330 MV?
MV, yes.
Or V. Yeah.
M.
See?
Mary Victor. And my radio was shutting on and off periodically in strange times. Mostly when I was hitting the power on FT8. Not so much on voice. And one afternoon, it caught my eye a little more than normal. I heard also a little bit of a scratching sound one time. So I shut everything off. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull this power supply out of the rack. And boy, was I surprised what I saw. I wish I still had those photos. I think I do still somewhere. I don't have them available at the moment. Apparently the red wire, the hot wire, so to speak, the wire with a positive voltage is the proper way to say it, not the hot wire. Well, it got hot, and it was not properly screwed down correctly. In my fault of my own, I just tore off the, about, I don't know, half an inch of shielding off the, I want to say it's 10 gauge wire, maybe 8 gauge. It's pretty thick. And I just wrapped it around the little screwy thing, and I just tried to screw it on as hard as I could. And that's not enough. So, I had what's it called? Basically, the plastic piece that screws it on was almost completely melted off. And luckily, it didn't arc anything else. So I took that power supply out of commission, bought a new power supply, and now I have the, what do they call these? Socket rings? Hold on. I'm. You guys know I'm elementary about this stuff. I have these things right here. Hold on, let me put this up to the. All right, so I go ahead and put the wire. This isn't the same one. I think the one I have is a little bit thicker. So I put the wire in there. I crimp it down and make sure nothing's what's the word I'm looking at? Flared out. And
now wait a second.
What?
You mean
Terminal
to tell
ring.
me this
There
whole
we go.
time you've had it just? You mean to tell me this whole time you just had it wrapped around the positive and negative bolt coming out of the power supply?
That's
Everybody in their right mind knows to use ring terminals.
You said something perfectly right there. Right mind. Well, they're already shrinked.
Well,
No, I've had people say solder them, say don't solder them. They're firmly in there now with crimping.
now, to be fair,
They were 10 beforehand.
You can buy butt connectors. You can buy butt connectors and those ring terminals. I've seen them at Harbor Freight. You can crimp them and then heat shrink them, or they have the heat shrink type. So it's still like instead of crimping the wire, you just heat shrink it, and it melts the solder inside and connects the terminal that way.
Well, I soldered them before, so there's no stragglers, and then I crimped it, and it's already got covering on it. I mean, I did it like 4 times to make sure there was nothing really sticking out. I had a good connection, and I took a continuity tester and made sure it was all continuity before I turned everything on. And everything seems solid, nothing loose. And yes, basically that's how I had it
right,
before.
Shane. That's right, Shane. That's the best way to do it right there.
I mean, I admit that was dumb. And it was me being lazy. And that's the way I'd always done it. I'm like, but I never really ran 100 watts. And running at, a high duty cycle like FT8 does for hours on end, what I do. You saw you remember watching that video, right? That night that I showed. Were you around?
Yeah.
I think you were. That's scary. I do have some things in place that will protect. I'm hoping. I have my own. There's a breaker in the. I have a professional. What do you call it? Switched.
I'm up here.
Trying to think of what do you call it? A power distributor. So each one of the
power conditioner. Yeah.
It's not a conditioner. This isn't through a conditioner, but it has a power.
Oh, that's right. You got the multiple switches.
Yes, and each one of them has a 15 amp. What do you call it? Not breaker, but fuse.
Fuse.
So there is some protections in there, not a breaker. And I have actually.
It's a bus fuse.
I have at least set one off before, plugging too much stuff in. How many amps are you pulling out of your rig? Let me see here. Hold on. About 20 amps. About
How
20.
much power are you running?
100 watts. That's 98. So about 100 watts.
So that's about normal because even on voice, you're still pulling maximum 20.
Yeah, that's at the very, very peaks. But still not safe. I mean, power-wise, I'm pretty close to what I can run in here. This is one of the reasons why I don't have an amplifier in my office, because I just don't have the juice in the house. I would have to make sure things are turned off. I have 200 amp circuit, between the 2 ACs, my car, the oven, whatever else I have running. I have to definitely. Well, the dryer isn't running, but yes. If I start running let's say right now, both the ACs are on my car charging. So I'm pulling probably over 100 amps out of the main right this second. So stuff starts to add up. Now, these are all my lighting in my house is LED and stuff like that. So I don't know what this has to do with ham radio, but I just don't want to run that much power. I have a sauna that pulls 15 amps. You know, that's
all the things to do with ham radio.
I have the max. I have a 60 amp breaker and it pulls 51 amps or something like that. It says 48 in the car because I lose the I lose some amperage in the cable after the connector. So yeah, I'm running a lot of amps here. And as of now, when I go FT8, you got the lights dim in my office. So yeah, I don't know if that has to do with RFI or power or what. But if I turn my overhead lights on, yeah. Can only imagine. I would have to run a 50-foot cable. I do actually. I have it through my sub panel. I would have to run like my power from another breakered room. But still, like a night like this, when I'm running all this, when I'm running both ACs are on right now, I can hear them. And my car is charging. And the ACs are at least taking 45 amps each. The car is taking almost 50, so I'm over $125, $140 right now. What's the house? I have 200 amp service here at the house. If that's what you're referring to. That I do know. Wires in the and it's 100. It was 100 degrees today. Wires in the walls are getting warm. Oh, 200. No, I have a 60 amp EV circuit. And it feeds out like 50 amps. Oh boy. Sorry I'm on so late. We're talking how many amps my house is pulling right probably at this moment. Which I'm guessing around 140 on 200 amp service. And that's not including all the other crap I have on.
All right.
No bearing on the main draw? What do you mean? If it's actually drawing right now though. I'm probably pulling another 10 amps in here in my office alone right now.
They're just 10 amps?
Yeah, I'm pretty efficient. All these lights in here are all LEDs. And these cameras and stuff don't take a lot of power.
All right, so when you're running that old equipment, all your older rack gear, how many would that pull?
It's like 3 or 4. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going into. It's maybe 3 or 4 amps per piece. That's why I'm thinking 10 amps. I'm running the mixer off of USB power. Oops. The charger is separate feed. Not directly from the street though. I only get 200 amp service directly from the from the main. And even my electrician's like, he just gave me that look like, you're getting close. You should start doing some math on what you're using. So on a day like this is about the most I'm using. So if I add an amplifier on You know what? I'm getting a little too close because I don't know how. So rough math say just with the two ACs, my car and my office is over 150. Plus, my wife has the TV on downstairs. There's some phones plugged in. Computers are on down there. Some, I don't know, random things plugged in.
This is why Haley goes to bed early.
Yeah, so I'm probably pushing 170 right now, amp-wise. Yes, I know, but yeah. I don't know. I would have to go look. I don't know if I can read it.
That'd be cool.
They want me to go, I don't know, that's another thing. Edison wants me to charge me because they have to change their meter out. Because I guess it's not acting correctly. Because there's a transmitter on it that sends a signal.
Yeah. Well, it is California, Tim. They're probably not up to date with the digital meters.
Hello, Jaden. I do have digital. It could be. No, it's not because I had the power off here a couple months ago and it didn't really change too much. Trust me, Jeff. Might be coming sooner than you think. You never know. Yeah, but I'm a little tight on because my wife wants a jacuzzi, and I'm like, I said something to the electrician about it. I'm like, whoa, what do you think? Where would I put a jacuzzi breaker? And he's like, no. Yes, I do. That's on the other side of the house. But then you're in Tennessee. And you're driving on crappy roads. And I'm not knocking Tennessee.
In the mountains and the snow.
But I have been to Tennessee in the winter, and I was not exactly impressed with that. Jason, nice to see you there. I think you have to order it. And I know for a fact I have 200 amp service because of my solar panel situation. Because there's regulators involved with that. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a lot of amperage right there. Yeah, so that's why he gave me that look. Dang, Seth is rude. He's bagging on your state.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I don't want to be like, oh, I can't charge my car because my jacuzzi's running or I have the AC on. I mean, I could time out my car charger, but I change times. I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to risk anything. I think we run 220 at work. And sometimes it's 4-phase. We have 8 cables going in. With all the 4-aught. I'll have to take some photos. Oh, yeah. Here's another thing real quick. 3-phase? That's 4-phase. I don't know. Look at this guy's call sign. No Fook. No Fook. I like that. There's no 4-phase and it's 3-phase in. Now, how do you get 2-phase on 3 cables? Did you work on voice? Did it cool down there yet, by the way, in Alabama?
It's 78 right now.
It's not bad. It's probably 85 right now.
No.
Let's take a look. I'm going to look here. I guess it's 85 right now.
81.
Flash flood warning. What? It's supposed to get cooled down here next couple days. Wow, we get down to 82 next week. Thinking about doing a POTA here or here. One of these 2 days. $69 in New Jersey right now, apparently. $40 meters is looking good right now. I have to wait a minute before the sun goes down. I'm not even going to try. I checked it before I got on. It was not good. You have a compound? Do you have some real estate there? Some acreage?
His shack is those containers, metal containers. No, he actually built a nice compound shack.
I remember watching the videos of him doing that.
Yeah, I can't remember. Tim, is it?
My buddy from work,
I'm assuming
he bought a shipping container. He has some space, and he put it in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's his wife's office.
Nice.
Put up an X50, 51 or 510 on Tuesday. The wind's supposed to be at 60 miles. Oh, well, you're going to test it out. By the way, thanks for decoding that too. And I think you know what I meant. That's a warm 86, muggy 86. Albuquerque. I think you got to put it in the whole city. Mine is on a chimney too. My X50A antenna is on a chimney. If anybody needs Delaware on 40 meter FT8, Newcastle, the county is in there. What's up, Roy? They still have the Albuquerque Dukes to play there? I know I've probably asked that before in the chat. Excuse me. We'll give it to you in the metric system or the imperial system. Yeah, it was warm up there. No wind either. Oh, it gave it to us both. The answer is yes. It's only 60? Wow. Are you guys starting to get into fall up there, Terry? You are late, man. You missed all the free stuff earlier. Oh, dang, Jason. Nothing for MLB. And by the way, Tim, thanks for having me on yesterday. That's fun. And I watched some of the video this morning, or actually listened to it when I was doing my walk this morning over at Ayala Park. And I actually spoke a little more than I thought I was going to speak. Santa Fe. It's 48 degrees right now? Wow. Jeff, how far away from you from Seattle are you? As I spit all over my beautiful RE27 ND. It's 62. By the way, Jason, I remember when I was with my wife, we were in Orlando, and we had like an afternoon. We didn't really have any plans. I'm like, well, let's drive up and down the coast. And we ended up in Melbourne. Actually, we call that Melbourne here. So I've been there before. The thing is, I'm used to like kind of like leading the show here. So I felt like I was speaking out of turn sometimes.
Yeah. That's why I'm always quiet.
You jump in there. You help me out with stuff. You keep me straight.
Yeah.
Talk shit to me in my ear that nobody else can hear. Actually, Seth does more. He was MF.
That's why I try not to do it as much.
You could do it whenever you want. I try not to react, but I try to react so people don't know you're actually talking to me. About 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hours north. I'm guessing it wouldn't be quite 2 hours because you'd get into, you almost be in the Blaine and whatever else up there. Not Blaine. What's the other city? Bellingham?
Do it.
No, we're talking about Washington State. We used to, my grandparents used to live in BC, and the very, very south city before you hit the border with Washington State, White Rock, which would be, so you're hour south of Tacoma. Okay. So that'll put you about hour 15 or so from the airport. You're almost in Oregon then. All right, I'm going to cut away from the FT8s. Oop. By the way, since I have you folks here, those ones that watch the mistaken live stream the other night, I figured out what's wrong. So I have a couple safeguards. So I have two computers going here. When you stream, go to stream, which the screen, I don't want to show it right now because I don't have it available. Where you can change you go to create and stuff like that. If you have that going on your computer and you turn any type of virtual camera on, it thinks that you're sending a stream to it. So it will grab it. So unbeknownst to me, when I was thinking about going on and I'm like, I hit the live thing. It's not really, doesn't make me live yet. I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to some music first. And then when I went back to my other computer, I have this thing where it has a handoff and it hand off the other, the other web page, which was the YouTube studio with the streaming on it. And I had just hit virtual camera to turn on, which I have a virtual camera out that I feed to the admins in what's it called? In Discord, so they can see the video real time without relying on watching a 3 or 4 second delay on YouTube with the buffer and everything. Because I'm not running StreamYard or anything like that, and I rather build my own thing. So that being said, so once I opened up that window, it thought that I was streaming, and after that I had decided I wasn't going to go on for a little while, so I exited it out. By that time, I was already streaming. I already grabbed it. Generally, what I do is I have one computer on that I turn the YouTube Studio, and I have to hit streaming on the other one for it to go. So that's my safeguard. And then even when I do that, I'm either in bars or I'm in the Weather Channel, which I don't have audio going through. So I got a little bit out of order because I wasn't paying attention. I was just listening. I wanted to listen to some music and stuff beforehand. So unbeknownst to me, you know, I had Frank there send me like 10 messages on Facebook saying I was live, but I wasn't looking at Facebook or anything. And I had activated Sonobus because I was going to go on. I think I had texted Seth and Sam, but I hadn't heard back. I think you said you were under the weather, Sam, I believe that night. But I left it on. If I hadn't left that on, I would have been sitting there for a half hour, 45 minutes longer, goofing off, which it didn't look like I said anything. I watched it, and it just seemed a little awkward because I knew I wasn't on. So I don't know. That's my explanation of what happened that night. No, so there's no nose picking, and Dustin saved me because I wasn't looking at messages, and the regular admins weren't on that have my number, and they probably would have warned me if they would have saw me. Hopefully. No. But apparently it made for good video for some of you folks. I don't know why, but oh, that's good. So I'll go to 40 then, or 20 then. I don't know why I have to go through all those steps every single time. Ooh, I don't hear shit. Is this Tony?
See if I can pick up a few more out there, Don.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say hi to my neighbors. Anyway, 73, and have a good evening.
73 there, Don. Have a great day. This is Whiskey 5 India Bravo.
Whiskey 5 India Bravo.
Okay, Kilo Golf 6 Tango Alpha Delta. It looks like Dan over in Anaheim. Go ahead.
Wow. Look at this thing. Holy shit. Nice.
Oh, everything is going great. Just sitting here in front of the radio, enjoying in life. Go ahead.
Nice to see you here. Matt, I brought up, we talked about amplifiers and the lack of power that I have here.
Yeah, you're running history. Running at 5.9 here. Great signal, Dan. No problem.
And I see the other thing, you guys saw me going through different scenes and stuff. Sam and Seth see that a lot when I'm getting ready to go because I want to make sure everything's up for you folks. I hate nothing worse than you go into something that's not working.
Right.
Yeah. It's for your guys' viewing pleasure, not mine. I want to be ready for anything.
Okay, Dan. Well, thanks a lot for picking me up there, my friend. I appreciate it there. Have a great day over there and enjoy radio. Kilo Golf 6 Tango Alpha Delta. This is Whiskey 5 India Bravo. This is W5 India Bravo.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Alpha something?
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf?
No, the Kilo 6. Kilo 6 Alpha, please.
Be patient.
No, not Kilo Oscar. Please stand by. The Kilo 6 Alpha. Go ahead.
What's that, Sam?
Okay, he's gone. Let's try the Kilo Oscar 6. Go ahead.
I'll have to get, that's a whole,
Oscar 6, India Oscar Juliet, Jason.
there's a whole nother question to that. A whole nother answer that I should say about if I get Powerwall.
We're doing great.
It has to do with net metering.
Playing radio and having a grand time. Well, thanks a lot. You're running just a little over 5.7 there and sounding great.
I think he was calling me back, but I'm not sure. I'm guessing it was me. And then I said my call sign.
Yeah, the band's open pretty good right now, so you're doing a great job there.
Jeez,
Anyway,
man.
sounds good there, Jason. Thanks for giving me a
He
shout.
sounds great.
Thanks for the call there. This is Whiskey 5 India Bravo.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
There's the Kilo 6 I heard a while ago. Echo Golf Golf. Okay, Greg, go ahead.
I thought you were calling me, but I wasn't sure. It kept on saying, oh, so I'm like, oh, I'll just stand by. But yeah, Jay, you're 5'9" here in the Southern California. Great path in between Texas and California tonight. I think you were calling a couple other California guys out there. Love, I'm looking at your QRZ page. Great looking setup you got there.
Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, we're working the West Coast right now, waiting for it to go along, and it probably will here in just a little bit, but lots of good stations from California and also on the East Coast. Go ahead.
Well, copy that, man. I'll let you get some more contacts out here west. I have you in my logbook for the Logbook of the World and QRZ, and 7-3 from the West Coast.
Have a great day. This is Whiskey 5 India Bravo.
Man, he sounds good.
Has worked out exceptionally well. For me, I get about 2.5 units of gain, which is more than I expected. Back over to you.
We're guess we're a little bit long then. Yeah, there's a whole thing with that net metering. I would have to. It'd take me half hour to explain the net metering. But I'm on the first net metering, and I'm making a killing off my power. Power company's paying me every year. Well, welcome to the channel. We're doing some live HF right now, which is close to the CB band area. On 14 megahertz, CB is around 28 megahertz. Actually, 29 megahertz to be exact.
Yeah, similar situation here, really.
Actually, 27. I'm sorry. What am I thinking?
I had some height restrictions because I'm close to the airport. Even though I wasn't in a runway glide path, I could.
Colin, what's going on, dude?
The tower is 60 feet with a mast that extends another 10 feet. And I have a tri-band vertical.
I know I'm out of band. I just want to hear. God, he's got a good signal.
I'm in here barefooted. Go ahead.
Andrew, nice to hear you. See you in there. I just made a contact with Texas.
I do a lot of DMR. We have a fantastic network of DMR repeaters in this area, and I'm sure you do too.
He's still talking.
Good things about your Papa system in California, which you may or may not be using, Willie. But good talking to you, and
sounds familiar.
We'll run into each other again. F64KU from K6EGG.
What's up, Todd? Nice to see you in there.
South Carolina, over. Yes, sir. No worries.
Is that Tony?
I spent 30 years as a corporate pilot. Love flying down to the southeast. You know what they say about southern people.
You know, I was a big listener for like 15 years. And then I started YouTube and it all went to talking. I'm not a very good listener anymore. I actually listen to my scanner every night, every single night. Where are you at in the country? Or you could be out of the country for all I know.
Sonoma, Vallejo area there. And wasn't too far from the Napa Valley there. Had a chance to see all the vineyards and stuff up there. That was a really nice part of California. I did have a chance to go to San Francisco a couple times.
Oh, in the UK, see? I wasn't speaking out of turn on that. We have a lot of folks coming in here from the UK here on the chat. Colin's basically in the UK, down in Australia.
He was originally from Pennsylvania, and he's been living out in California there for probably...
That's the People's Republic of California for that guy.
But anyway, yeah, the band is, you're not real strong here. You have an F1 noise level, and you're about an F3. So you
do we got some QRM going on here?
I do hear you, but not real strong here. But, maybe it's just propagation. I'm just running 100 watts here. I'm running a Kenwood, it's a Kenwood CS890.
Sounds good.
So there's the three-element beam heading right out towards you there. So So I wonder if you copied any of that. This was present temperature volume 60 degrees. K6EGG, WA3GTE.
You say WA3GTE?
So Whiskey Alpha 3, Golf, Papa, Echo. Whiskey Alpha 3, Golf, Papa, Echo. Go ahead.
Oh, he's in Pennsylvania. Well, I didn't know. I don't know a lot of stuff. And I just learned that. I thought they were close to the same frequency.
Yeah, they had, I remember they had 4.
I think some countries don't even have citizen band.
I think Sundays. And we used to go up to some of the wineries up there.
I want to say in Mexico you have to be licensed for that.
Seeing miles and miles of nothing but the I never seen so many grade vendors like that up and down.
I don't want to lose this propagation. It sounds pretty good right now. 'Cause I'm not going to be able to come on until Sunday night again.
Wine sampling thing there in the building. That was,
What's that?
Really nice. A beautiful area.
To do what?
I'm not going to be able to come on until Sunday night again.
I was up there for about a half a year.
Oh, no.
Got out of the Navy and then came back to Pennsylvania here.
I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to this guy because he keeps talking. So you know what I'm going to do? See if you guys hear anything here before I start yakking away. Yes, Haley. What's going on? This is the cameras I was talking about. Are you watching your K-pop? Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. Did you like our dinner tonight? Mm-hmm. Was that a good hamburger? Mm-hmm. That was some good steak I had, huh?
I saw 4 ties cut off.
4, yeah, so we went to this place called Pinnacle Peak. It's Pinnacle Peak. It's in San Dimas, California. For those of you who are from California, you may have heard of it. It's a old famous steakhouse. If you wear a tie in the steakhouse restaurant, it's not like a super nice place. It has like wood and stuff. Anyways, that was my stomach. Did you hear that? No. They cut your tie off. So, Chris, we gotta try to make some contacts there. It sounds like the East Coast is in right now. Yes, it's not too far away. So let's take a listen here and see if we can make some contacts. And this is Haley, and Haley's gonna go to bed right now, huh, Haley?
No, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna finish the movie.
You gotta read, huh?
And then I'm gonna read, and then Mom's gonna read, and then she might stay in my room, and then I might go to bed.
Wow.
And that might happen.
What am I hearing there? Is that your thing there? Mm-hmm. Gotta be careful that it doesn't come on. All right. Well, you got to get to bed, and I'm going to talk to some people here,
Can I come
okay?
to my room later?
Maybe.
Okay.
Got to turn this down. I had it up so you guys can hear her. I got to figure out the other screen here.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
And that's what I mean by having all these cameras and everything set up correctly. Little League. Danny, I was going to send you something. I forget what it was. I was going to text you something I heard. Oh, you know what it was, Danny? Somebody made a video of them, those jets that were, those A320s that were sitting at Chino Airport. They made a video of them ferrying them across the world.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
If you guys can hear me wherever you guys are at watching the stream, let's try to make a contact with me. Let's get some HF contacts in there. Yeah, it's those guys that are out of I forget where actually they're from. They're from the United States. Speed and something films. Nomadic. I think is the name of the company. Bob's one of the main guys. Captain Bob, I want to say.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, about 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters tonight from Chino, California.
I know I'm making it out tonight. I have to be.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. Kilo Charlie 3 Papa India Bravo. Good to get the contact with you. I figured we'd have propagation in. And I think my Dodgers are out there in Pittsburgh right now. Last I heard it was raining.
Yeah, we had a rainy day today. It was raining a bit, but so familiar with the area. Hey, Greg.
Chris, unfortunately, you dove into my noise floor, but it was enough for, pardon me, it was enough for our contact, so good to get you in the logbook again tonight.
Terry, go ahead and give me a shot, man.
7-3 from Southern California, QRZ.
You coming in pretty? You came in 5'9" for a minute.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters tonight.
That's no fun.
I hear somebody way in the background. We'll have to try again if the propagation comes up. But it might be Andrew. It sounds like that voice sounds familiar. Is that Andrew there? I hear you came in and you came out. The band's kind of going in and out right now for us, if that's you. Copy the 5 and 5 in Texas there, Tango X-Ray. I'm going to give you maybe a 5-1 when you came in there. You came in a little stronger that time there. Andrew, got you in the logbook in 7-3. I didn't hear you come back that time. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, about 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters.
Really? I'm looking at all that stuff on the band tonight, and I can't. Nobody's calling me back. That's depressing.
Victor Echo 3, go ahead.
Can I get Terry? Victor Echo 3. Victor, how copy?
I got you about a 4-1. 4-1, Terry.
I got you to 505 here. You're running 200 watts. Probably getting to the TV upstairs.
Actually, you just came up to a 5-5. So, hey, it's good to get you across North America here tonight. Kind of fell back into my north floor a little bit that time, but I have you in the logbook for voice for the 5th time.
All right, great. Sounds good. 7-3.
Nice to see you guys in there. Anybody new watching tonight? Jump in the chat. Tell us how you found us. We'd love to see you in the chat.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ for 20 meters from Chino, California. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
Get an echo in my ear for some reason.
Try one more time before I QSY and see what else is on the band. Maybe go to 40 meters. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, which is about 40 miles east of Los Angeles. About an hour drive with no traffic. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters.
You can't, when you can't.
November 4, Alpha Sierra. I didn't catch the last one.
November 4, Alpha Sierra Alpha. November 4, Alpha Sierra QSL.
Oh, David, all the way from Maine there. You're about a 5-1 going in and out. November 4, Alpha Sierra Alpha. Good to get the contact all the way in there from Maine to Southern California.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, the band is up and down. I've listened to you here for a couple minutes, and I thought I'd at least let you know you're getting out to Maine. But I can get you I have you at 5.5 at one point, and then down to where I can put there and hear you all. So I thought we'd try to see if we can go with it. Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Copy that. I appreciate you jumping on and making the contact with me. And yeah, you came up to a 5.9 there for a very short amount of time. Bands going in and out. I appreciate the contact, and I have you in the logbook all the way over from Maine tonight.
Well, you know, I thought you might be interested to know that you're making a good trip over here. And in the clear, your audio's good. Nice, strong signal.
You shouldn't use a call sign on the CB.
On my meter. But you are doing a fine job getting over here. But we've got quite a bit of QS spaces, so that's just the way it goes. Anyway, we won't hold it. We'll let you move along and maybe make another contact. But you are doing a fine job up into the northeast Thursday. So all the best to you. That's 7-3. And enjoy. And hope that you get a lot more people going. So golf talk. This is 24 ASA. 7-3 will be clear on your final, Greg.
Copy that, David. I appreciate the contact and the signal report and trying to suck me out through all that noise there, what you have there. I got a bunch of noise here as well. I got about an S5 of noise, but the last go around, you peaked over S9 on my 7610 meter here in California. 7.3, and I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more here.
Making a contact with Maine is almost better than it's almost as good as making a DX contact because it's so far away.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters tonight. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. Once again, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California in Southern California. Is that a Victor Echo 6 station? Sir, I have you right in with my noise floor. All I thought I heard was a Victor Echo 6 Victor. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. I lost you in my noise floor. Please try again. If I come up and signal to you, you might come up and signal to me. So we'll try again in a minute here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters.
Alpha Golf 7, Tango Yankee.
Alpha Golf 7 Tango Whiskey, is that correct?
Alpha Golf 7 Tango Yankee.
Alpha Golf 7 Tango Yankee, is that correct?
Roger that. We got, is this Greg? This is Matt.
This is Greg, and good to hear you, Matt. Looks like you have the same radio, looking you up on QRZ. Band is like short and long. I just made a contact with Maine there. I don't know if you heard that.
I did hear that. That's a good contact for tonight.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I was just mentioning I'm streaming on YouTube. I was just mentioning that I'm almost as happy as getting a contact with Maine as I am getting a DX contact.
Yeah, I tried to get to Jamaica tonight, but I could hear him, but I couldn't get down there. So my inverted V just didn't do it.
I'm doing the same thing here. I got an inverted V. I think the top section, 34 feet in the air. So just actually reconfigured today. Not so much changes, although the band seems to be pretty decent tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, just to let you know, I'm just in Covington, Washington, just southeast of Seattle, about 10 miles. And I got you at a 5.7.
Well, copy that, Matt. I have you in my logbook for the very first time as a 5.9 here in Southern California, and it's great to make a contact with you about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles in the little small city called Chino. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ontario Airport. I'm just about 2.5 miles south of that.
I might have flown into Ontario when I was going to a small place called El Mirage.
Yep, I know exactly where El Mirage is at. My buddy that's since passed away used to always go out and camp out in the desert out there.
Yeah, we were camping with some Predator aircraft.
Well, copy that. Well, just to let you know, my buddy Terry that's watching on YouTube right now, he's hearing you in Toronto, Canada. So keep trying out there as far as making contacts because you're making it out.
Yeah, I will do, Greg. Yeah, thanks for coming back, and it's nice chatting with you. I'm sure we'll connect again someday. So I hope we have another QSO shortly. Alpha Golf 7 Tango Yankee, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Thanks, Greg.
Dang, your signal almost came up to a plus 20 that last one. 7.3, I have you in the logbook. QRZ. Anybody else out there on 20 meters would love to make a quick contact with you, see how propagation's going. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
Kilo Bravo 0, Whiskey Sierra Victor.
Hope I got this one right. Kilo Bravo 0, Whiskey Sierra Victor.
Roger, Roger. The name here is Steve in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You're coming in about a 5'9", sitting in the region. I saw your YouTube stream and thought I'd see if I could tune in and get a hold of you.
Copy that, Steve. Yeah, you came up to about a 5'9" on that one. Originally about a 5'1". Good to hear you in there. Good signal coming in from South Dakota there. You look like you've got a nice little antenna system there with the big old giant mast or tower there. But great signal coming into California tonight.
Good. Yeah, you're coming into South Dakota just fine. Yeah, I'm talking on the hex beam pointed directly at you according to QRZ. And yeah, it looks like you have the QRZ page up there. So yeah, the hex beam is a great antenna. I'm just working 100 watts on the 991A and getting out to you just fine, it sounds like.
Yes, you are. Sounding good. It looks like I'm looking at your photos here. You have a couple TS2000s. I have a sick one in my my closet behind me that doesn't seem to work anymore. I'm actually probably going to get rid of eventually. But nice looking setup there. Got to peel the plastic off that display though.
Yeah, true. That's off now. That picture was taken a while ago. It's a nice, clean, clear display, and I really like the 991A. It's a little smaller than the 2000. It sure is a ham shack in a box. I love this little radio.
Yeah, it does crossband repeat, if I recall. I used to, and it does it from VHF to HF. I remember doing that with 10 meters before I had my general license.
Oh, yeah. I have not tried that feature, but yeah, I've heard about it, and that would be very useful in certain situations.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be sitting on my in front of my TV away from my radio and be able to remote it. Well, back then that was the only way you could remote in. But Steve, I appreciate the contact up there from South Dakota. It's probably cooling off up there, and you're starting to lose a little bit of sunlight this time of night.
Yeah, it is getting a little darker earlier. Right now we're at about 57 degrees. We got down in the 30s last night, so it's certainly turning into autumn and fall weather, and we're supposed to warm up a little bit though. But yeah, Greg, thanks for coming back to me and chatting for a little bit. Appreciate it. Good to talk to you.
Yep, I got you the logbook, and I hope to chat with you again. Jump in the chat and say hello too if you have a YouTube account.
Will do. Thank you. This is KV0WSB, same 73s. Greg, have a great night and enjoy the stream.
Thank you very much. By the way, 81 fun-loving degrees here in Southern California as the sun's setting behind my back here. And 7-3.
Roger. Now you're just bragging. 73.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. Anybody else out there before the band starts dropping?
I don't see as much movement on my scope as I keep on hearing somebody tune up. Maybe a little, that's my personal, I don't know, jammer?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
I think I got some new counties in here, which is good. What's up, Oscar? And I think I've asked you before, do you have a 2-meter home setup? Tonight, yes. VE6 station?
Was there a VE6 station? VE6 calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf. Try again. Victor Echo 6 Victor Oscar X-ray. Is that correct? Thank you for being patient there. Where are you located at? Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Copy that in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Sounds like making it up north up there. I'm in Chino, California, which is, I don't know, outside of Los Angeles by about 40 miles east. Not too far away from Disneyland.
So he said Victor Echo 6, Victor Oscar X-ray, correct? Because it's not showing up here. Eh?
All right, well, you dropped back to my noise floor. I have you in my logbook there, Victor Echo 6, Victor Oscar X-ray 73 from Chino, California. I think you said you 4-6. You came up that time to a 5-1. Copy the 4-6.
I was his call sign, right?
This is Kilo in 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 40 meters. Sorry, CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, California. About 40 miles east of Los Angeles. I got all those numbers all backwards in my head there. This is Kilo 6, Echo, Germany, calling CQ on 20 meters tonight.
Look at my scope now. It's almost flat. I heard a November station.
He gone.
What's that? What's that?
It's gone.
It is. You know what's probably open?
It's gone.
Hold on. Hey, try again.
Echo Germany station, Kilo Echo 7 Whiskey Bravo.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf in the city of Chino, and is that Kilo Echo 7 Whiskey Bravo?
QSL, Kilo 6 Echo Golf, Kilo Echo 7 Whiskey Bravo. Name here is Brian, northeast of Seattle, Washington. Over.
Copy that. First name here is Greg, east of Los Angeles by about 40 miles or so. I think this is our first contact there.
Oh, yeah, looks like it, Greg. Okay, very good. Well, you're 5'9" plus some here, and fan conditions are pretty good right now, at least down there. So, yeah, I'm running IC-7610 and LD MOS amplifier, about 650 watts there, into 20-meter J-pole up about 50 feet. Over.
Interesting. I share this nice setup there. I have the same radio, 7610. No power, barefoot 100 watts into about into my in-fed half wave that's in an inverted V configuration. But I am running some outboarded audio gear, running an RE27ND with some outboarded processing as well. A couple compressors and stuff like that, mic brie, stuff like that. But don't have any amplifier set up, but still trying to make it out there.
Well, it's doing a great job. No problem, and the audio sounds great. I'm not quite sure you need all that extra stuff with the 7610, but hey, you know, it's fun to play with. I'm running, well, just the 7610. I do have, believe it or not, I have a, what is it, a Heil PR 781 mic, 751, I don't know what it is. Anyway, I picked it up recently. Before that, I had a Sennheiser microphone that I bought for $20 at a thrift store, and I don't get any different reports on the Heil than I do on the Sennheiser there.
Yeah, with the what's it called? With the narrow bandwidth, you may not. It just depends how you kind of have it set up as well. You can have a really good sounding microphone and not have the audio EQ and everything set up here correctly, but or set up to amplify that type of microphone or excite the frequencies the microphone has responses for. But you're sounding good, and I'm streaming on YouTube right now, and my buddy Terry that's in Toronto is saying that you have a good signal up there as well.
Nice to see.
Very
Nice to
good.
see you in there, dude.
Hello, Terry, wherever you are, Toronto. And so I have this set up for, I think, as wide a transmit as it'll let me set up. But let's see, mic gain's about 65%.
It's good to see you in there,
Dynamic
Steve.
mic. And,
Thanks for jumping in, man.
I don't
Good
know.
contacts tonight.
But I
Lots of new
my
folk out
voice
there.
has mostly lows anyway, so it's hard to make any highs come out of it.
Copy that. Yeah, there's some settings I think inside the in the radio I had to do to. I don't know. I had stuff flat and I unflattened it. I don't remember exactly what I did offhand, but I definitely adjusted some EQ in the radio and obviously in the outboard and stuff. I have a Aphex compeller and I turned some of that stuff off. It definitely, I mean, I could turn some of the stuff off right now and it could sound a lot different.
Okay, well, my settings, believe it or not, I have a -4 on bass because I don't really need it, and I got a +4 on treble, and transmit bandwidth is up to 2900. I'm not sure you can make it go higher. I don't know. Maybe you know how to.
No, you can't make it go any higher. And I have a lot of my stuff turned off here now, so I don't know if I'm a little bit drier or not. Like as I'm turning it back on, let me turn my EQ back on. That might sound a little bit different there than when I first started.
Yeah, you have a little more punch to the signal there, so you're probably compression's probably helping you there. Are you using the radio compression or just the external?
I'm using both. I'm doing it kind of in stages, and if you use a compressor for leveling, that's kind of how you would do it. I do audio professionally, and that's kind of how we do it. We'll do it in a individual channel, and then we'll do it later, possibly to change some leveling in like a master group or something like that. That's kind of the theory I'm kind of using behind what I'm doing here.
Okay, well, it sounds good. In fact, there's something up band, so I used the passband filtering, and it actually kind of brought out the bass in your voice there.
Cool, copy that. I could turn the EQ totally off there, so I'm not, now this is completely no EQ, and I could turn it on there, and that might push my audio signal a little bit louder, or a little bit cleaner, a little bit notched out.
Yeah, I think there's a little more treble in it when it's on.
That's what I'm trying to do. Push that through the air, because that's what usually rings somebody's ear out when you hear it. Because if you add a bunch of bass to it, you're not gonna hear that much pass through the band that much.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, most what Bob Heil used to say, it's the magic area is like 2,500 hertz or 2,200 hertz or something like that, and that's where you hear people the best, I guess, and that's where a lot of his equipment was designed to enunciate there.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shelf that we work with in the what do you call it? As far as transmitting on single sideband there, we have a very, very narrow shelf of bandwidth we can push audio with. So I'm just kind of squeezing that all in and then exciting what I can get through to just kind of peek through the noise and any other QSB or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Did you happen to get egg as a random call or I mean, it's if you had a G and an R in there, you'd have your first name, but that's as close as you get in the U.S., I guess. If you went to Great Britain, maybe you could get K6EGG.
No, I waited to get this. I put in for it. I think somebody had this before me because I tried before and it wasn't available. I wanted something that was catchy and something that was part of me. And I have 2 G's at the end of my first name, Greg, G-R-E-G-G. So I wanted something to match with that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not sure. You know, you could move to another country and maybe get GR in the call, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a GR. I know there's a GB and lots of other Gs in Great Britain. But anyway, that's funny. Okay, well, heck. No, you're making the trip up here pretty good. I think 20 and 40 are usually open between California and Washington most nights there. So it's you're doing good there.
Well, copy that. I appreciate the contact tonight there. Kilo Echo 7 Whiskey Bravo up there in Washington State.
Okay, well, it's keep every 7 wine bottles or kill every 7 water buffalo. Maybe that's not as good a one, but or keep every 7 whiskey bottles. I don't know. I try to come up with different things.
Copy that, man. Well, good to hear you out there, and whatever kind of works to help out people, get your call letters in there. And it was, for my brain, it was pretty easy the way you said it, so I appreciate it.
Okay, Greg. Well, I'll let you see if you can work some others there, and we'll hope to work you again. Got you in the log, and we'll say 73. K6EGG, KE7WB. Have a good evening.
Copy that. You too. 73 from Chino, California. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles by about 40 miles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters tonight. Call one more time before I move to 40 meters. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ 20 meters from Chino, California. I can't talk tonight. All right, I'm going QSY. K6EGG.
The judiciary guys and other lawyers, and I was very active in the Bar Association.
That sounds like some DX. That sounds like that's Valerie, right?
Even 22 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius.
Next time.
KB6 Gulf Ocean Fox.
All right, so let's keep your fingers crossed to see how 40 meters is doing, which I'm not feeling too good about this. Oops. It sounds like FT8. Lots of noise. Almost an S9 of noise. $40 is not going.
Valid for the week, and heard you calling, so I thought I'd come back to you and see where you were and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can tell me your equipment you're running. I can tell you here it's 100 watts off a dipole at about 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're doing good for 100 watts. This is probably, I don't know, how long you been a ham first?
150 years.
Royal.
Okay. So you might know this radio then. It's an Icom IC-781, over.
Okay, IC-71. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've got an FT101ZD. Got a, let's see, I got an FT102. And a couple other ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's 1987. It was Icom's flagship rig. They're top of the line. Actually, was their entry.
There's a lot of bad words that could be said right there.
87 and originally sold for about $8,000.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah, I know what you're
We're a little
saying.
low on the likes tonight.
Yeah, I kind of run Yaesu stuff. And,
Only 29 likes.
The 107 mic.
You know that's the only thing I asked for.
That was a step up from the tube.
How many are
I like
watching?
my tube one. So
37?
They got to cook for
It's been
about
quiet lately.
and then they work pretty good, okay?
Come on,
Yeah,
people.
roger that.
It's just
We
been
don't
quiet
have
in
so
general.
much.
Go-to is a TS-830 sugar.
You may want to reset.
Okay.
Hit your arrow.
That's a nice radio. I was looking to get one of those, and one of the chicks I used to hang around with goes, "Well, you ought to get one of these."
One of the
Get rid
chicks I
those,
used to hang around with.
Those other ones you got. So
You paid your dues? Thank you very much. We'll give you some dividends then.
To get rid of them.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I can 100% recommend the TS-830 sugar. I've been listening to radios since 1968, and it's got one.
That's a lot of radio listening to. Well, you got CW going on here. Should I just try calling out CQ, see if you guys hear me? Because you're back. It's a little bit noisy here. What about here? 132.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. I hear somebody way in the background. You want to try again?
Yeah, let's turn the power up. I was on 5 watts, but you're sounding good in Colorado.
Dude, I heard you in 5 watts for a second there. How about that? What are you doing, 100?
Yeah, that's 100 now.
How's 40 been, or do you know?
What's that?
How's 40 been, or do you not know?
No, I don't know. I just came down here when I saw you going to 40, so kind of scanning around. Just seems like it's on stateside again still. No DS yet.
I heard one Russian station on 20 meters. 20 was not that bad. I don't make too many contacts with Maine there, so and I made a contact with Terry up there in the Great North.
Yeah, I think it was running pretty good. It was running long, so I heard everybody on the East Coast coming to you. So it was a good 20-meter band, and then it started shutting down. So, but yeah, no DX. I like you said, there was one Russian. I heard an X-ray echo station down in the extra portions, but other than that, it was all stateside. So, hey, call some CQ. I'll put you in the logbook, and we'll see what you can find. K6EGG from K0 Bravo.
Copy that there, Dustin, and you're being heard up in Canada, up in outside of Toronto there, so just to let you know. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters tonight from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles.
Kilo 6 Hotel Tango Delta.
Kilo 6 Hotel Tango Delta?
Yeah, Roger, Greg, this is Walter up in Sacramento.
You did a complete double with somebody else, so I only recognize the call sign there. But great 5.9 signal down here today. It was weird; it was not open yesterday.
Yeah, roger that. I'd give you about a 5.7, 5.8. You're just above a very loud noise level down up here in Sacramento. I'll let you go. Just wanted to say hi real quick.
Copy that. Appreciate it. Sounds like it's good to making up into the state capital tonight. 7-3.
73.
Was there another station calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf? Try again.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo Whiskey Bravo. You're a 5.9 into Chino, California tonight.
Roger, the 5.9. Thank you very much for that. You were a 5.9 over, about 10 decimals over here in Santan Valley, Arizona. QSL?
Copy that. Looks like we talked first week of July, not too far off, not too long after 4th of July. Great signal once again. It sounds like we guys are 40 meters back the way it has been there. I know last night it was a little wonky. It was kind of long, then short, and then disappeared.
Roger that. Good to hear. Thank you very much for the contact again. I forgot about that. That's my mistake. But anyways, always good to make another contact.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with making another contact. At least I know where I'm getting into again. So it's good to hear a familiar voice. And 7-3 from Southern California.
Roger
tonight.
That. 7-3. Have a wonderful night.
That's for Matt.
Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo Whiskey Bravo clear.
Tonight.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters tonight from Chino, California.
Thanks for reminding me there, Jason. Got to throw that tonight in.
Was there someone calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf? Try again. I got an S8 solid noise level here, so you may not get over it quite yet. So try again if you are calling me. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters.
I think I've gotten them before. Or I've had this contact.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters outside of Los Angeles. Even if I have made a contact with you, if you hear me, give me a call back. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I love that screen name, Corn Country. I'm assuming because you're in Nebraska.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters. That's right, Indiana. CQ 40 meters from the city of Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ 40 meters tonight.
Kilo Oscar 6 Delta Hotel X-ray.
Kilo Oscar 6 Delta Hotel X-ray. Is that correct?
That is correct. QSL, here Central California, Tracy.
All the way up there from Tracy. Is that just south of Stockton? If I'm correct.
Yes, in general, Sacramento, Stockton, and Tracy a little further south, headed a little bit west.
I drove up to Lincoln, I don't know, 5 years ago or whatever, and I remember passing some signs and seeing Tracy up there. So good to hear you out there. Don't make too many contacts from Tracy there. So good to get you in the logbook there, Gary.
No worries. Likewise, thanks for calling out, CQ. Yeah, you've got a nice signal, about 5.8, and very low noise.
Copy that. You same there, same here. I say from up there. Good signal. I don't know if you log or not. Like I said, I got you in the logbook for Logbook of the World. I'm trying to speak too fast and QRZ, but I appreciate the contact there, Gary. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more before I have to head out and get ready for work tomorrow.
No worries. Take care. Get some rest. 7-3.
Copy that. 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight.
I've been to Indiana a lot. I haven't seen too many cornfields there, but I haven't been. I mean, I was in northern Indiana. All right, so been in Indianapolis and I've been to Fort Wayne.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 40 meters. One last time from Chino, California. Anybody else out there, give me a call back. Once again, Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
November 6, India Echo.
Wow, Ron, good to hear you out here again. I thought somebody was in my front yard, but great signal once again coming down the coast.
Oh, great, Greg. It's good to hear you again. I saw you were on last night, but conditions were just not good. We had an awful lot of natural band noise, like 10 over 9, 20 over 9 on peaks. It was pretty bad. But tonight, conditions a whole lot better between here and there.
Absolutely, and by the way, you're almost at a S40 or plus 40 on my 7610 meter, and I have you widen out at 3.6, and you sound beautiful, man. Great signal coming in here tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. I appreciate that. Let me kick one more here. All right. Hope we're not interfering with anyone, but 4.5 kilohertz now. I can do it on the fly, get back and forth from different bandwidths on this. But yeah, I saw that after I got done talking to you last time, you were looking up the K4, and good radio. A couple of questions. I think I remember you were asking, does it have a touch screen? Yes, it does. Also, will display two screens on the front at the same time. I think most of the modern radios will do that. And a lot of other nice features that it has that I've been using for some time here.
Copy that. And do you have to run any inline transformers before you hit the radio at all?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I've got everything rigged. It's pretty complex. I think I gave you a quick rundown of what it was. I think I may have forgotten I have a DBX 286. That's the first thing. And then the Apex equipment. And then after that, runs through a distribution amplifier and a couple of things that I think I do have something that changes the impedance down on the thing. Yeah, I do. And so that gets it down to back up to high Z and has the right levels.
Yeah, that's something I had to put in line, even though I believe the 7610 accept a line level in, but something was still off. And I remember putting a line matching transformer in, and it made a world of difference in how I sounded and got rid of a little bit the buzziness and maybe even probably some of the RFI that I was getting a little warbly sound from, if that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I've got the hum eliminator as well, too. So there's a bunch of things that get it from balanced to unbalanced, because the output of the Apex, as you know, has very, is balanced and relatively high level.
Northern
Don't
California,
really need all that much
Santa Rosa.
the radio here, so that's how I do that. Plus, running through splitters after the distribution amplifier itself allows me to feed some other equipment that I can use for remote operation, the old remote rig, that kind of stuff. I've still got all that stuff in operation for when I'm on the road.
No, you got it going on. I have a couple people in my chat. Grayman Poda, Tim, he's also an audio engineer. He's a front of house mixer. And Terry's listening up in Toronto, Canada, and he says you have a 5.9 signal up there in the Great North.
Oh, that's great. Toronto would be almost exactly off the side of the 3-element beam here. So if I slug it out there, I'd probably give them another 15 or 20 dB.
And we're being asked if you can read some copy on the traffic and weather on the 8s or whatever. But yeah, great sound, and everybody's like really liking your sound there, man. I'm really jealous.
Okay. Well, it took a little while to get it. A lot of fooling around and adjusting and trying different things that worked and different things that didn't work. But I think I've got it dialed in pretty close to where it ought to be. I'm probably not going to change it now for quite some time, because when I hear somebody who actually is an audio engineer say it sounds good, then I trust that it sounds good. And it's funny, you hear guys talking about their audio all the time. One guy says, "How's my audio sound tonight?" He says, "Oh yeah, it sounds great." And you listen to the guy, and it doesn't sound great. He hears RFI and things like that. So, someone who knows audio, that's a good bar to test against.
I appreciate that, and I have some of my folks that are in the channel, and some of my admins give me a hard time when I start adjusting levels, because I'm just trying to, if you don't experiment around with a little bit of an input or a little bit of an output, a little bit of an EQ or a little bit of a compressor, maybe switch the chain a little bit, put the compressor in before the compeller, whatever. You're never going to know what you can push out. I'm sure you agree with me on that one.
Oh, yeah. And probably a real critical thing is to be able to listen to yourself, not just through the radio, but through another radio. So being remote as it is, I've got the old K3 here that sits behind me. I've also got the KWM 380. Got a couple other radios under the shelf I haven't turned on in a long time, but over the years I've used them at various times to see how I sound. Also, being by remote, it helps.
It could be my
worry about that much
my
RFI.
settings
There could be
doing that though.
That has happened out at
Tim.
the shack, out of the remote shack, but here in the at the control center,
you hear the band going in and out.
Yeah, man. I one day when I get a radio with something like that, I've always wanted to experiment around with the, doing the master processing, so to speak. I know they call it ESSB, but I call it more of like audio processing for the radio there. It's something that gives somebody a nice warm level into their ears, so to speak. And once again, I'm sure you understand what I meant by that.
Yeah. It's most everything starts out as relatively flat. Although on the DBX here, I've got the bass and the treble boosted on the thing, and I do have mostly treble up and bass down on the 720, the Apex Dominator, Studio Dominator, and that's because you need a little high end on sideband to cover for the IF bandwidth and IF things.
Yeah, that gives a little sparkle too. I believe one of the Orban processors. I'm trying to think of the name they use for that. What, Brilliance, maybe? Does that sound right? I don't know if you play with any Orban processor.
Yeah, I have. They have various names depending on the processor you have. You go back to the old 8100s and all of that. I think they just had a base, and then they got to the XT2, the XT, and then the XT2 box, which gave you a little more control over some of those things. I think they had some names. I've done a lot of Orban. I've done a lot of Omnia as well. I like Omnia. As you know, it's Frank Fode's company, and Frank's an old friend of mine. I worked with him many years ago, so good to see his products doing well.
Yeah, I've never used any of those products. I would love to play with them a little bit there, but I'm going to get out of here, Ron. I got to get ready. I've had 4 days off of work the last week, for this week, and I go back for 7 in a row starting tomorrow morning, so I just want to maybe sign off and get some stuff cleaned up here in the old office, and this is a Sunday night for me and get ready for things, but Ron, always good to hear you. I would love to chat again. You know where to find me, and I'll look for you too. And somebody said in my chat there, they said I should disconnect my antenna to see if I can still hear you. I might be able to.
You probably have to at least put a paper clip in the in the connector on the back. Okay, Greg, good to hear you, and good night to all the folks listening over the internet and wherever they happen to hear me, and I'll talk to you all soon. This is November 6th, India Echo, K6IE-73, Greg.
7-3.
Kilo India 4, Yankee Tango Victor.
Kilo India 4, Yankee Tango Victor.
Roger, Roger. S9 here with 100 watts, Greg. It sounded good on the internet too.
Copy that. I appreciate the contact. And you're still in Arizona, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I'm still down here in southeast Alabama. I talked to you last night.
Well, copy that. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate the contact. I got you in the logbook again, and I'm going to go QRT 7-3 for everybody out there that's still listening.
Have a good night. This is Special Ed. Standing by. November 6th, Mike Sierra.
That voice sounded familiar. So, Greg? Okay, so, yeah, I have done it. Actually, I think me and Dana done it before. Somebody, maybe it was Sean. Sean has done it. I definitely want to play with that a little bit. I wish I had a radio that can do the wideband stuff. Oh, my God. I got to figure out my noise first, but 40 meters is so much fun with that. Definitely the AM will definitely bring out any bad noise you have. And I haven't adjusted anything. Each band, as far as I understand, and maybe you guys can correct me, each band, I have to set up the EQ and compression separately. So I would have to play with that a lot more. I played with a little bit. My radio would do wide on there, huh? Let's send out these QSOs. I got a lot of new counties in probably tonight. Looks like 16 contacts. Very happy with that. Can't go wrong with that. I'm going to jump on. I definitely want to play with that one night. I don't know if I'll be able to get you there, Tim. We got something blocking us. But I would love. That's weird. I think I'm going to go without my tuner. Going through the bands here. I'm going to go without my tuner here for a little bit. Let's see if I can do 30. See, I can't do 30. Dang it. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right. See how 30 meters is doing, because I need some more. Oh, I got the tuner on still. Dang it. I need some more. Yeah, the mountains. I mean, I made a contact with Maine. I mean, we had some mountains between us, lots of mountains. The Appalachians, or whatever they're called. Wow, 30 meters is not that good either. So, like I said to Ron, I need to get focused on tomorrow's activities, which could be quite interesting for me. Send me a link. Discord. What do you? All right, I could check it out right here if you would like. I have to do this. Did you send me a personal message? Oh, I see. What's that? Mackie? That's a good mixer. The inputs on that mixer are actually pretty decent. It's not bad. That's rather large. That's a large mixer. You played Powerball and won $14. Is that a big is that a big Powerball this week? That's not a bad mixer, but man, that's a lot of power. And I want to say this mixer is the first mixer that the Mackie group, they believe they're out of Seattle. I actually visited their headquarters at one point. They changed over the mic pre's, so these mic pre's are actually a little bit cleaner. Billions, you won't be bringing home billions with that. You'd probably bring home like $300 million after taxes and all the other crap. That thing, and by the way, that's a very heavy mixer, by the way. Very heavy. But I've used it's pretty clean. It's a clean sounding mixer. Yes, you are correct. RYZ. I'm not a big player of the what's the word I'm looking for? Of Powerballs and stuff. Once in a great while. I just think it's of a tax. People get like 30 quick picks or whatever. And statistically, it's not much better. You're better off just getting one. I wouldn't say it's for suckers. I mean, if you want to throw $2 at it and you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning inside a building or getting eaten by a shark in Iowa, be my guest. But, you still have that chance. You still have one chance is better than no chance. Maybe in your state, not in California. You have a better chance of putting on a roulette table and winning. Doubling your money. But, hey, I'm not knocking people buying it, but for me, I just think it's a little bit of a, I don't know. $2 isn't a big deal. When's the drawing? Tomorrow or Saturday? Right? Right, Josh? Saturday? I don't know if I would want to win that much money, to be honest with you. I mean, it would be nice, but you got to remember something. I know somebody, let's just say I know somebody that has lots of millions of dollars. I don't think it's $1 billion, but he has the exact same problems we have. Money isn't one of them, but it is. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's still the same guy. I tell you one thing, I'd buy a house somewhere where there's no noise and just have it be a radio house. Invite all you guys over. We'll have barbecues, live streams. I don't think I would change too much. He might. Got Hamstick in there. I think you're going to be able to see a full solar eclipse coming up. I don't know. Money can make people really bad, though. You're not invincible with money. Oh, why wouldn't I be surprised? So this play with AM one night. I think so. I'm confused on the days and the nights from where you're at. Got a POTA. Lapine, Oregon. Never heard of that before. Yeah, I don't know. It's Friday noon. It's this weekend. Getting a POTA right now in Oregon. A couple new counties in here. So I'm going to get out of here. Would you guys like some Weather Channel for your pure enjoyment?
Not linked.
Actually, technically you are. I can hit up the, wrong one. It's so hard to match these two cameras. This is an $80 camera. This is a $1,000 camera, which I didn't pay for $1,000, but I think you can get them. I bought this one for like $6 something used. You guys, I know you guys love the Weather Channel. I do too. I've left it. I actually play it on my computer when I'm doing some paperwork and stuff. So I am gonna hit the Weather Channel. I'm gonna be back here Sunday night, and then I get a little busy for the next couple weeks. Then I get really not busy, so I'll have a lot of time to play some POTA. Hopefully, unwillingly, I'm not busy. Things at work change a little bit. Things get a little quieter. So I'll have a little time off. I'd rather be working, but all good. But take care, everybody. Enjoy the Weather Channel. And 7-3 from 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.